I felt the need for some casual crafting this morning. Harvesting and crafting. Yesterday was a long stream day. Chris and I then went and watched episode 4 of Slow Horses. We also watched the first half of a movie called Afterburn, which is like a sci-fi apocalypse movie with it's another one of those wrestler dudes turned to actor. I'm blanking on his name. And that one girl who was a Bond girl. She was a Bond girl years ago. I don't remember the names of the actors. It's actually not a bad movie, but we were both so tired last night we didn't finish watching it. Chris is actually still sort of asleep. She's waking up slowly. And I've been up for the past hour just doing video editing. I almost played some more Arc Raiders this morning, but my eyes are tired and I'm tired. And I'm just like, I'm just going to go do some harvesting and crafting and some casual leveling this morning. Maybe when I wake up a little bit more, we'll do some more Arc Raiders. I almost pre-ordered that game this morning. I almost did. I'm still not convinced that I'm going to buy it. And the reason for that is because the launch of that game is right in the middle of Masquerade Bloodlines 2 and Outer Worlds 2. I'm not going to have any time to play it, so what's the point of pre-ordering it if I'm not going to have time to play it? Gonna have to, like, just wait and see where I'm at later on in November to see if it's worth purchase or not, because by the time I'm ready to buy it, people might have moved on from it and there might not be an audience to watch. In which case there's no point in buying it. I don't really like to play things just for funsies. I have to worry about if it's going to be a business decision or not.
The same walls over and over. The same wars. There is no splendor. I want to feel excited by life again. But everything has lost its color.
Well, here's some flora.
I couldn't tend to such a marvel. But perhaps you could.
They're just giving me housing items at this point, which is nice. Everything. I guess we could head north. I might actually, I just realized something I haven't done before. What's up, Transcend? Yeah, some New World. I needed something low-key this morning. Is there a way to set the FOV and pull the camera out a little bit more? Yes. Do I want to go in? Did that pull it out more? I wish it would do it in real time so that I could see what it's doing. I mean, I rested, but I don't feel rested for some odd reason. Like, I don't feel... Oh yeah, it's definitely the maximum. I want to pull it out, maximum. I slept good, but I just don't feel... I don't feel like I definitely got... I think we were asleep by... We were watching a movie. It was like 7:30, and we were both like falling asleep. It was like, okay, we need to go to bed. And then we both slept from like 8 o'clock. She's still sleeping over here in the bed. She's awake, but not awake. And I woke up at 3, so I slept 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. I got 7 hours, but I don't feel rested. I feel very tired this morning. Mostly my eyes feel tired. I think it's just because I did 8 hours of uninterrupted streaming yesterday and then came back and did more video editing in the afternoon. So I had a long day yesterday, and I guess it's, you just start feeling your age. I can't stay up late like I used to. And then I had a glass of rum last night, so I'm probably just feeling all hungover from a glass of rum. I ain't 20 years old anymore. Watching these kids do 12 hours of Arc Raiders, and it's like, man, I don't know how they do that. That was a fun game, but I can't imagine playing those fast-paced shooter games every single. Like I was watching Shroud, and he's just like day in, day out, day in, day out. But he also sits like right up here with the monitor, and he's got glasses, and I'm just like, what's the long-term ramifications of that look like? You know? What's his eyesight gonna be like when he's 50? You know?
I've spelunked caverns of the ancients, crossed the sands of brimstone by foot, and yet the world is still closed to me.
You hit them all in the same
I
go,
found
Hector.
no answers. Only more questions. What is the point of searching anymore? To what end?
Oh, I have no desire in doing a chest
Thank
run,
you,
Jay.
kind traveler. Take this as a token of my appreciation. Keep your light shining.
I'm just here for some casual lulls. But I did spend like the first 20 minutes of my day researching everything about Arc Raiders this morning. Like I went and looked at their website. I went and looked at all the different tiers of pre-orders. I went and looked at like what's the planned long-term lifespan of the game, what's the roadmap look like, what are their plans for like post-launch stuff. Like I'm intrigued, but I'm still not intrigued enough to pull the trigger on making a purchase. But I will admit that I had like way more fun yesterday than I anticipated having when I was playing the multiplayer with Transcend. And I'm just looking at that going, man, I could see that being like a once a week, twice a week game. But the problem I'm having right now is just still the timing of the launch. Because I won't be able to play it at launch. I don't have time. And is there an audience if I start playing it 3 weeks after launch? You know what I mean? Like most people are going to be one and done, and they'll be gone. Like all the big streamers, you know, Shroud and Code Carnage and all those, they won't be playing it in 3 weeks, which means the audience won't be there in 3 weeks after launch. Because they'll be off playing something else. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet. Greetings from a gray and miserable UK. Hector. Alright. Looks like we can head back. You know, there's a fast travel just north of me I should go get. Oh, I missed. Wrong target. Fast travel. ¿Dormiste bien? Zero gatos. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hoof it back slowly but surely and harvest wood. Hang on, I have 2 quests ready to turn in. Oh, I need to spend points too. Yeah, Tuesday I'll be logging into Dune Awakening and doing some long-term. I'm going to be starting the process of moving everything to long-term maintenance mode because I don't want to keep maintaining the big base. I'm just going to give it up to the sands. Alright, we're looking for young trees. We're going to get our... What quest do I have to turn in all the way up north? Oh, that's the fishing. I don't care about fishing right now. Thanks for sharing the live, Napier, over on TikTok. Oh, yay, my TikTok chat's not coming through on Streamlabs, so there's a whole bunch of TikTok chat I need to catch up on. Hang on. I don't. It's an East Coast server. I don't really know. MT, M2, MP, something like that. I think it shows me in the character screen, doesn't it? Somewhere. Hang on. There's a place where I could see the server. I always forget where it's at. I think it's on this channel, on this page. That's the name of the server, for everybody asking. It's the MP server. EMPI. It's an East Coast server. I need to scroll up. Napier had some commentary that I would just interact with really quick. I have an episode. There's 18 episodes in the series on YouTube on how to make a living as a content creator and streamer. There's definitely. I've reached a point now where I make enough money to pay the bills with anything I do. Like, it doesn't really matter what game I'm streaming. I'm bringing in enough money from streaming and content creation to pay the bills and put money in the savings every month. Not a problem. However, I am still very much focused on growth. I am not comfortable You know what I mean? Like, if you get comfortable, you get complacent. If you get complacent, you don't go anywhere. And I don't need to be massive, like some of those big streamers who have been going for 10. I don't care if I have millions of followers as long as I'm making a full-time living. And I'm full-time for almost 4 years. But I do have my own personal minimums. Like, if I'm playing a game that I'm having fun with, but there's only like 8 people watching, that's not worth it to me to be live, because I could be playing something else that I enjoy playing that's getting 80 people watching. And 80 people watching is much better than 8 people. So it's very rare for me to come across a game that I just don't play because of the views. But it does occasionally happen while we're playing something, and it's like, yeah, I'll move off and play something else, because we were talking about this in that series. There is an episode. I think it's like maybe episode 15, 16. I don't remember the name of the episode, but we were talking about views and things. And there was a game I played last year called Nobody Wants to Die, I think is the name of it, and it was a little indie like investigation game where there's no combat. It was only like 6 or 8 hours long. It's like a science fiction Blade Runner type, um, detective story. And I played that game from start to finish because it was a short experience. But I had 6 people watching the stream on YouTube. 6 people. There's no money in that for me. No money whatsoever in playing a game where there's only 6 people watching the stream. But it was a short game. I beat it in like 2 days. So whatever, it's fine. I'm able to do it for 2 days and not worry about it. But if I'm playing a game that's got 40 hours of gameplay and there's only like, 20, 30 people watching, I'm going to move on and play something else. Like, there's no reason for me to waste my time playing something for 40 hours if I'm only getting 20 people. Because I do want to grow the channel and I do want to grow all the things. And if you don't worry about growth, you don't go anywhere. So there is that aspect of, you definitely have to keep the numbers in mind. But that is, there, and that's the difference between playing for fun and playing for business. You have to sometimes suck it up and make big boy decisions when you're doing things for a business reason, as opposed to just doing it for funsies. And that's the reason why a lot of people are still stuck in their mom's basement. But but on a serious note, like, yeah, it's something you have to worry about. And you can still see it. You can still see it. So this is actually funny. Co Carnage just did a tweet about this last night or this morning. Co Carnage is a big dude. He's 12 years in. He's got a few million followers. He gets 15, 20,000 people watching his streams on the big streams. But even he has days when he only gets like 1,500 people watching him. His 1,500 people streams are like me when I'm having, I have a day where I'm getting 150 people, and then I have a day where I'm getting 25 people. That's the difference. It's just amount of scale. I've been going 4 years. He's been doing 12 years. But he made a Twitter tweet X post last night about someone said, "Why are you?" He said, "You're obviously being paid to play Arc Raiders. Why would you? There's no way you're enjoying this slop. The only way you're playing this game is because they're paying you to play the game." And he made this very long, articulate post about, yes, I play sponsored games. I play many sponsored games, hundreds of sponsored games. I play many sponsored games, many sponsored streams. They're usually about 2 hours long. I charge about the same amount of money. I play sponsored streams for many, 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 many different companies. It's part of my business. It will remain a part of my business. The games that I resonate with and play for 40 or 50 hours are the games that I'm having fun with. The companies are not paying me beyond the 2 hours that they've paid me. So you're going to see me try a lot of games for 2 to 3 hours. I might not resonate with those games. Maybe they'll only get 1,000 views. Maybe I'm not having fun with them. But the ones I do love, I'll go on and play 40 hours with. But you can definitely see viewership does this on his channel just as much as it does on any other variety streamers channels. If you're on controller, hold L1 and hit the down arrow. What is that? Oh! Well, shit, I did not know that. Who just posted that? Jimmy Dean over on TikTok. What the hell? I did not know you could do that on the controller. That's the... Oh, fuck me. Dude, I have a few hundred hours in New World Aeternum. I did not know that you could change that. I did not know you could scroll in and out with the controller. Or if I did, I completely forgot. I thought it was only in the FOV slider, but you could do it from here. Oh shit, that changed my life right there. I did not. Yeah, I don't think I knew that, Transcend. I've been sitting here like this morning going, I wish I had a different POV. Good morning, Thandar. Good morning, Dribrom. Everybody else tune in. By the way, guys, if you're watching on TikTok right now as part of the multi-stream, the TikTok chat's not coming through on Streamlabs. It's a constant issue for me. Some mornings it comes through, some mornings it doesn't. So if you're watching on TikTok and I am delayed in responding to you, I apologize. But also make sure you're following along on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube and all the places. It's because they just added the TikTok to the API, so the APIs are an issue with Streamlabs. Anyway, let me keep heading south. I keep getting sidetracked. Meander back in this direction so we can deposit stuff. Oh yeah, that's a game changer for me. So thanks to Jimmy Dean over on TikTok for the tip on that. I do wish the camera angle would stay the way I want it, though. The camera angle does keep changing, which is slightly annoying. I would love the camera angle to stay up here, but it keeps wanting to pull back down. There's probably another setting that I can tweak for that. There's probably an automatic reset. Now it's... yeah. Alright, I'm going to try to get to 50 logging this morning. We're just going to meander back to town slowly but surely. And then I'm probably going to go start working on, like, mining or something. There. When you go into combat, see it pulls the camera back down. There's probably an automated setting somewhere that I need to pay attention to. But it appears to be only when you go into combat it pulls the camera down. think the one thing I really like about New World, um, like just the casual nature of the harvesting. Like I can just, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just kind of a little tired this morning. Just want something chillax to play. Let's come chop down some trees. Mine some boulders. Skin some wolves. Oh, I'm already at 50. Oh, that's right. This character has 50 mining. I don't need to grind mining at the moment. Yay. Skinning and harvesting, yes. And I need to go find... I need to probably go look at my old lists to remember where all the hemp is at so that I can go get a bunch of harvesting leveled up and get stuff for linen and everything. Well, I'm at 30. Oh, I need to just meander back to town because I am encumbered. Oh, I can't use abilities when I'm encumbered? What? I don't have that. I don't know that I remember. Has that always been a thing? Really? Well, we need to just head back to town. No, it's telling me that I can't use any abilities. Encumbered, cannot use abilities. I don't know that I don't remember that being a thing on my, But then again, I haven't, like, paid attention. Like, I haven't gone out and done, like, serious harvesting in a while. But, like, I was just doing, the mining circuit right before Nighthaven dropped on my main. And I didn't have any issues with not being able to use my abilities when I was encumbered. Is it mage only? Like, just channeled ability? I knew you couldn't fast travel. It's a thing. Maybe it's because I wasn't doing combat with that character. I was only harvesting, and so I wasn't doing any combat, so I didn't recognize that that was a thing. Well, we're going to meander back. JK's like, you can't fast travel, you can't use it. Ask me how I know. I got too much wood in my pocket, baby. Sí. Una camisa también, porfis. Pero es una buena distracción. ¿Por qué me ves como así? Pero no tengo gripa. What? Sorry, wife's telling me something. She's refusing to admit that she has a head cold. She's like, no, I'm fine, even though I have a scratchy throat and stuffy nose and I'm coughing. I'm not sick. I refuse. She says her body needs tequila to fight it off, is what she's telling me. Chris is very much, I'm not sick unless I admit I'm sick. Whereas if I get a sniffle, I'm like, man flu, man flu. This is Skyrim, Hector. This is the Unreal 5 version of Skyrim.
You survived! I was beginning to worry. What did you find?
Go get your coffee, woman. There might be some left. I think I left you some coffee. Yeah, our grandnieces started asking for coffee in the morning. It's quite funny. She wakes up and she's literally, because that's what we do in the morning, so she started to mirror that and she's like, I need coffee.
I had feared that may have happened. Thank you for your efforts. I'll inform their families. The secrets of Aeternum yet
What?
elude me. But still,
Good
I
morning.
feel as if we are on the verge of a
No,
breakthrough.
you can tell them good morning. You're awake now. She just said good morning to your seguidores, and I'm like, just you tell them good morning. All right, go get your coffee. So good morning, everybody, she says. Seguidores, followers, everybody. Buenos dias. Brightside says I became a millionaire selling lumber in this game. Well, you can get enough of it. Just a flesh wound. Yeah, she's very adamant that you're only sick if you're a pussy and you admit you're sick. So Chris has to be really, 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 really out to be out. Like, she has to be super sick to not be up and about. I think we've been together for 15, 16 years now. 15 years. I think I've only seen her like sick in bed maybe 3 times, maybe. One was when she had COVID, and it was very light. I was out for like a week with COVID. Like I had like 5 days of 104 fever and like couldn't get out of bed and racking chills and just then horrible cough. Like it was bad. And then she had like a mild fever for 1 day and was in bed, and that was it. And then I remember years ago, right after we had first gotten married, she had like some sort of bronchial infection for like 3 months. She had this racking cough for like 3 months. And there was a period where we were living in Playa del Carmen where she like had enough and she just went and laid down in bed for like 2 days. And then like, was it last month when she was vomiting? She got the norovirus. She picked it up from the kids at school, from our grandniece. And she got hit with the norovirus. And she literally, I was here streaming, and all of a sudden she's in bed. She's like, oh my God, my stomach hurts. And then she's in the bathroom, and she's like hurling, and she's literally standing up while she's puking. And I'm like, girl, I have to like get down on my hands and knees, and I'm like hugging the toilet bowl I'm like, my body's fighting so hard that I've burst a blood vessel in my eye because my body fights so hard to not throw up. And she's just like casually standing there with one hand on the wall, just like into the toilet bowl. And I was like, and then she literally just comes back and lays down in bed. And then she was in bed for like a day. I think that's the only 3 times I've ever seen her like bedridden. She has an incredible immune system. I do not. I get sick. Like, I need my flu shot every year. I am very susceptible to sinus and upper respiratory things, and I'm probably going to be one of those old men who has a problem with, like, pneumonia. She'll probably outlive me by 20 years. She'll be one of those, like, 90-year-old grandmas still out in the garden with a hammer and a chisel and a hoe and a shovel and... Hang on. There's probably some crafting stations around here I need to use so I can unburden myself. I got sidetracked talking about sickness. Yeah, the paid actress. Coffee the young age will stunt their growth. Well, it's, yeah, she's asking for it. It's funny because she gets a sip. There we go. I'm no longer burdened. Yeah, I wish I was immune too. I would love to have her immune system. I don't have any linen yet. Oh, this is that pain in the ass thing where I have to choose like all the recipes and stuff. I'm too lazy to do that. I've got a bunch of like, yeah, I gotta go across the way. I am gonna want to level this up, aren't I? Because that's gonna give me my fire stabs, ice gauntlets. Okay, but yeah, that'll be later on. Where the hell is the... Dude, it's so odd seeing all like the tier 2 and tier 3 crafting stations. Because my main character is on that server where everything's like maxed out. I'm guessing this must be a brand new server. I have no idea. I just was like picked it when I wanted to make this character because it was like a low population. Let's go ahead and okay, do I have any more raw materials that I need to break down? No. I just need to go stash everything. I need to figure out what I got to do over here to level this up, because I'm going to want to level this up so that I could make fire stabs and stuff. So I need timber, iron, coarse leather, and yeah, these are the moats, but I got to get harvesting up to get the moats, as I recall. What, is there anything I could do to like level though? See, this is all harvesting. Bulrush, hyssop, briar buds. Yeah, see, these are all the things I've got to go out and harvest to be able to like grind this up. And then if I want to make a really cool staff, I'll need fire motes, which I can't get yet. Jay says it's a new server. I mean, it must be because it was like low population when I picked it. I've never had a queue, and I'm playing on crossplay servers, so I'm not playing on like PlayStation servers. I'm playing on the crossplay servers. No queues at all. All my Nighthaven run on my main character, which is an old server. That's the Eldorado server. No queues at all through my entire Nighthaven run. This character, no queues whatsoever. I gotta. So the PAX Day video that I did today has sparked some interesting conversations. If you haven't watched that video, I did not expect that video to go anywhere. I figured it'd get a few thousand views. That's it. It's up to like, it's closing in on 20,000 views in like 2 days, so it's doing very well. The amount, like this guy, Jer9048. Back in the good old days, there was no such thing as tutorials or guides for video games. We just had to figure things out. That's the way games are meant to be played. And I'm like, no, bitch. I don't want to go play. I have no desire to play EverQuest anymore. Like, I don't want to figure things out. Like, if your game doesn't give me a basic tutorial system to tell me how to play your game, you have fucking failed at making a modern... You're being lazy at that point. You're a lazy developer. You're a lazy designer if you do not include a tutorial system in your game to teach people how to play your game. That's just pure lazy sauce. The lack of a controller support I can kind of get, but at the same time, I can tell you this. So my brother and I have done independent game development. We've published 2 different projects. And I can tell you both Unreal and Unity, both of those game engines have an option using blueprints and other plug and play elements that take 10 to 15 hours at most for a single individual to implement, to include controller support for your game. Literally, that's how simple it is to include controller support in your game within the Unreal and Unity engines. There's literally plug and play options to make a controller work in your game. So when I see a company come out with a project that does not have controller support, I'm like, you're just fucking lazy. Now, the one thing that does take development time is a UI that switches. So like Baldur's Gate 3 as an example has a UI that entirely changes based on whether you're playing mouse and keyboard or controller. That is additional work because that actually is someone has to actually develop the UI for the controller as well as develop the UI for the mouse and keyboard. And if you have the same UI that just changes the why am I having a brain fart here? The tooltips. If you have a UI that doesn't change, but the tooltips change based on whether you're using mouse and keyboard or controller, that's also dev time. I get that, but that's not that much dev time. It's one person working 50 to 100 hours, and you have a functional UI that can switch between mouse and keyboard. Like, that's literally how easy it is. And so when I see a developer that does not include controller support on their game, I just immediately think to myself, you're fucking lazy. Like, you're lazy. Like, 50 developer hours is not that much in the grand scope of things. If you're developing items for a cash shop, but you're not developing controller support for your game, you're lazy. It's 2025. Like, you need to have the ability for people to seamlessly pick what way they want to play. And if you don't, you're lazy. You're just a lazy developer. And then, of course, we also have the there's a handful of PC Master Race people in that video as well. Mouse and keyboard's the only way to play. Controllers are for pussies. Okay.
I see smiles on faces that were once dour because of you. To know that even one person breathes easier because of us is to have succeeded. I hope you remember that whenever you look on the potted saplings. That is true magic.
Alright, so I got Song of the Weird Woods, which is like a housing item, which is cool. Alright, I want to just keep dinking around with harvesting and stuff this morning, so let's meander in this direction. Actually, you know what, before I do anything, I'm going to go see if there's any coffee left. Hector says you forget they can't use controllers because of the Cheeto dust on their fingers. Oh, man. Yeah, this is a fresh start character. Fallen Raven. Fresh start character. For funsies, we're in between things. We're waiting for the release of Vampire Masquerade's Bloodlines 2. Played a bit of Arc Raider yesterday. Wouldn't mind playing some more, but my eyes are tired, and I'm tired, so I decided to do something low-key this morning instead. So we're doing this fresh start character, which I created the other day for I published yesterday the New Player Experience series on YouTube, which is the first few hours of the game for new players, and then I will continue to just dink around on this character from time to time for the rest of the year, maybe once a week or so, because I've got some guides I'm going to be continuing to make for YouTube. So But we do have a very jam-packed schedule with new releases. We have Vampire Masquerade's Bloodlines 2, and then immediately after that we have Outer Worlds 2, and then next month we have Karn, which we're going to be playing, and then we're kicking off our Fallout 76 playthrough, and also we're going to be doing the Watchtower mod for Starfield next month. I need to remember this right here. I didn't realize there was any hemp right outside of this area. Did I just see cranberries? Cranberries should be growing where it's watery, not in the middle of the hillside. But I'll take it. It's harvesting points. And also, yes, this is the new build. This is a Fire and Ice Mage. Mostly a Fire Mage for the moment, but I'm just mostly focused on leveling up the Fire all the way to 20, and then I'll turn around and level up the Ice all the way to 20. Oh, this will be a nice patch of hemp. Almost as good as the one in my backyard. I almost went and played some Destiny 2 this morning, but I was like, you know what? I just did a shooter yesterday. I'm not in the mood to, like, my eyes are like, no shooter today, please. Let's do something more casual and relaxed. But I still have a bunch of Destiny 2 content to get through. Farm plants can now be tracked. Yes, get more storage. I think I need 30 to loot this. Yep.
I don't understand. My comrades were hardened soldiers. Tough bastards, one and all. We've all died a time or two. What soldier hasn't on this island? How could every one of them have become lost?
I don't. So that's yeah. We don't play that game here, Allie. Do you have more fun in this or another game? I have fun in all the games I play. I play many different games. This is the day job. So Lord of the Rings Online I have played since the game came out, like 18, 19 years ago. I do not play that game very often anymore, mostly because I have thousands of videos on my channel and I've played so many characters. I do play Lord of the Rings Online occasionally on Sunday nights with my brother and his kids and my sister-in-law, but I don't. Lord of the Rings Online is a great game, but I don't compare games to each other like that. Like, there's no such thing as more fun. Only adolescent children play games with that mentality of like, well, I'm having more fun in this game, or this game's more fun than that game. This game's better than that game. I don't do that here. We just play games and we immerse ourselves into each game we play, and we have fun in every game that we play.
We fought. It makes no sense. The Iron ultimately. I also fell. And now they find
Right.
Catherine. Then
Iron Keep. Yeah, RuneScape is too. It's too. The graphics are too bad, too old for me to play, for sure. Although I will admit the new Minecraft, the new RuneScape, like survival crafting game that they launched into early access. That's the one, Dragon Wilds. That one actually looked intriguing.
Commander Merrill dives under the Minotaur's blade, dodges left.
I'm not willing
weaves
to
the
dive
right,
into it right
and
now because I have
plunges
too
his
many other
sword
projects.
into the heart of the beast.
But it looks intriguing.
Oh,
and I'm already playing
sorry.
enough crafting survival
didn't
games. I don't
notice
need
someone
another
was
one.
Near. I
Like, we're
was,
already doing Enshrouded,
training.
Dune Awakening. Like, yeah, I don't need any more crafting survival games. Oh, and also Voyagers of Nera. I just really don't need any more.
You look like a hardy adventurer. Could you swing by their camp and borrow a copy for me?
JK, but Ren, how can you possibly... Like, are you having fun playing this game? You've been streaming it for 15 days in a
I know
row.
I'll have to meditate and learn discipline.
I don't have any critical thinking skills of my own. What server? You know, I ought to just, like, sticky that at the top. Because people keep asking and I keep answering it over and over and over. And I think I've answered that question like 10 times this morning. Just stick around. I'll show it again in a little while. But I just showed it like a few minutes ago. I'm not gonna. It's Impru or Impre or MP or something. I don't know. It's a East Coast server. I don't pay attention to what the servers are that I play on. I just look at the one that has the least amount of ping and I fucking pick it and go. I don't play multiplayer. I don't give a shit. It's a crossplay server. That's all I really know. No, I'm not going to play with you. No, I'm not going to group with you. Doesn't matter if you create a character in my server. You're never going to see me. I don't play the game very often. I'm not here to play multiplayer. Like... What is that? Nothing. Best thing you can do ever is just when you're creating a character is pick the server with the least amount of ping for your area and go from there. I had a whole like 5 or 6 people asking the other day, you fucker. That's the one thing I don't like, is people can steal your loot. um, can I join your guild? Are you in a guild? What's your guild name? And it's like, I don't, it's like, you must be new here. I don't do guilds. I don't like people. I don't. I play with a handful of our community members. And the only reason I play with our community members is because they're people who I have known for a while now. They support the channel. They're in our Discord. You know, they're subscribers on Twitch. They're members on YouTube. Like, the people who actually are here on a daily basis and are upstanding members of my community, I'll group with those people from time to time. But randos in chat, fuck off. Sorry, not sorry. I am way too busy to deal with randos. Like, what is this? This is manure piles, is what those are. Why are you such a dick, Renfail? I'm not a dick, I'm just honest. I don't know you. I've never seen your name in my YouTube / Twitch / Kick / TikTok chat before. Never seen you in the Discord. Don't know who you are. Why would I want to group with you? Why would I want to carry you? Why would I want to waste my time, which is limited on planet Earth? Nah. You start hanging out, make yourself a known community member. The chances of getting to group with me go way up. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, transcend, because we played Arc Raiders together yesterday. And I've played, you know, with Deeks and Nigel and Lou and Bubbalonia and, like... Oh yeah, so I have ran guilds in the past. As recent as 2 years ago, I managed a World of Warcraft guild while I was actively playing that game. And the moment I stopped actively playing that game, I handed the guild off and moved on to other projects. It's a lot of work, and if my work is not aligned with that game, I'm not going to be spending time managing. Dude, managing people is a fucking chore. Everybody's whiny, everybody's got their neediness, people are not dependable. I do this for a living, and the problem with most people is they're not doing this for a living. And so if I say I'm going to run a guild and I'm going to show up on Friday nights and do this thing, then I take it seriously. It's my job. I'm there. I'm clocked in. I'm logged on. I'm 20 minutes early because it's my job. Whereas random Joes and Bobby Sues, well, my kids need this. My spouse needs this. I don't feel like it. I've got a headache. I've got a period. Oh, my energy levels are down. My chakras aren't aligned. Excuses. Nah, man, I don't have time for that shit. No. Nope. Show up or shut up. And unfortunately, most people have needs, and I don't have time for your needs, because my needs are business-oriented and making money online as a streamer and content creator. And if you can't show up, you're not someone I want to waste my time on. So no, I don't manage guilds anymore. I just have no time or patience for that shit. Alright, I need something over here. Newt says, I just watched your review of which one? Scotty wants to know, is the game polished yet? I don't know, Scotty. What do you think? The game's been out for 3 years. Do you think it's polished? What do you think? Do you think they would have a game that's been out for more than 3 years if it wasn't polished? Sounds like maybe you're lacking some critical reasoning skills there. As far as PvP, I don't PvP, so I can't speak to that, but I can speak to the storyline. In fact, I have probably 200 or 300 videos on my YouTube channel talking about the story of this game. Playthroughs, guides. I have about 10,000 videos on my YouTube channel, folks. So if you haven't gotten over to the YouTube yet, you're just tuning into like TikTok or Twitch or Kick, get your ass over to YouTube, because that's where the main shit happens. And I have lots of playlists for lots of different games, because this is the day job. And in this game in particular, the storyline is amazing. It's a lot of fun from start to finish. It's about 125, 130 hours long. If you're a new player and you're not rushing, filled with cutscenes and amazing voice acting. Scotty doesn't know. Dun, 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 dun. Phenomenal movie. Yeah, but even the chain of command only works so far as people are showing up to actually do what they're supposed to do, Durbrom. And I have found over the years that chain of command doesn't work when other people aren't doing this for a living. Which is why I made the comment the other day. I might even have said this yesterday, because I remember Transcend saying, "Hey, I'll play with you." But I made a comment during the Arc Raiders stream is that this could be a game that I could potentially look at playing if I had, you know, a group of other streamers to play with. So the reason that I don't spend a lot of time doing multiplayer anymore is because and those of you who have been around for a while, we've talked about this, maybe a couple months back was the last time we chatted about it in great detail. If you go back about 4 years ago to when I was first starting to stream with this channel, with YouTube in particular, when I first started going full time, I was doing I was doing co-streaming with several other individuals who were also attempting to go full-time at the same time that I had started to go full-time. Where are those people now? Where are they? You can go look at their, they've all abandoned their channels. None of them are still doing this. Most of them gave up about 3 years ago. They got about a year into it and went, oh, this is too hard. It's too difficult. I don't want to do the grind. I don't want to do all the work. I don't want to do anything. I want the easy comfort of a 9-to-5 job with my health insurance already taken out, and I don't want to have to do with taxes. I don't want to have to struggle with not making any money during the first year and a half. I want everything to be handed to me on a silver platter. None of them are still doing this. None. Not a single one. I also did an actual play series with some individuals who all said that they wanted to try to make it into an actual, like, let's make it into a thing where we're all making money with a live action actual play series. None of those people are still doing this. They all abandoned it within about 6 to 8 months. The reality is that doing this for a living takes a willingness to grind your ass off and to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your family time. You have to sacrifice your significant other time. You have to sacrifice your free time. You have to be willing to treat this like a job, which means clocking in no matter if you have a headache, no matter if you're on your period, no matter if you don't feel like it, no matter if you're having a mental bad day, you still have to show up and treat this like a job. And 99% of people won't, which is why I quit worrying about trying to play with normies about 3 years ago. 2.5, 3 years ago. Now I have great time, I have a great time when I have a chance to align with other people. Like, we play Thursday nights, we're playing Enshrouded. But even if you notice that, like, that's Bubblonia's group and his server with Enshrouded, you'll also notice that we don't play Enshrouded every Thursday night. Sometimes the schedules don't align. Sometimes people have other things that take them out. Even that doesn't happen every single time. And, that's a thing. Like, it just is what it is. And that's why, like I said, I won't run a guild ever again unless it's like made up of other people who are also streamers who are already doing this at my level. Otherwise, there's no point. I had a great time with Transcend yesterday. I will continue to have a great time, you know, hopping in and doing community stuff when I can. But like trying to schedule a guild, hopefully what I'm saying is making sense. Like it's great to be able to hop in. Like yesterday we were talking, Deeks was playing at the same time that Transcend and I were playing Arc Raiders, and it was like, hey, maybe tomorrow we could do this. That's awesome. Let's make that happen. Like we could jump in and play together at some point, etc. Right? But there's a difference between randomly jumping in on a Saturday morning and doing something with community members. There's a big difference between that and then taking my time and energy and my resources and trying to form up a group of people and try to keep those people consistently showing up at the same time in the same place for the same things over and over and over and over and over. Because unless they're doing this for a living, like I am, they're not going to show up 24/7. They're going to skip sessions. Other things are going to take priority. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's why I don't run guilds anymore. And I always chuckle when people are like, can I join your server? Can I join your guild? Get on my level. Sure. Get on my level and then we'll talk. I'm 4 years into this, doing this full time. If you can make it to my level, then I am happy to start to look at actively scheduling something full time with like-minded people. Like the Dropped Frames podcast is a great example of a bunch of streamers who are already all 10 years into their careers. They've all made it individually as streamers, and so they all take it seriously. They're all at the same level, and they all have the mutual respect to show up and be there when it's scheduled to take place. And there are still times when things happen. Cat herding, exactly, Lou. Another good thing is look at Critical Role. Critical Role is some of that was lightning in a bottle, but also a lot of what Critical Role is because those cast members every single session. The exception is during season 1 when they were first getting going. Ashley had existing shooting responsibilities with that network TV show she was on, Blind something. She was like the forensic scientist on that show. And so she missed a few episodes during season 1 because she had a filming schedule that she had to keep, right? But apart from that, like the Critical Role members have without fail, they have made every single session for like 10 years. And they were doing that before they were making money. And why? Because they all took it seriously. Like, it's not just luck that they got where they are today. It was showing up and treating it like a job and being serious about it.
Oh, it's over, man. It's all over. Everyone's fallen lost. They're trying to make me lost too. I may already be turning. Oh, oath be damned. I quit. I'm done. You didn't see.
Joe says this game's free on my PS Plus. I'm hoping to get to play it soon. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot. It's got a lot to it.
No way. They're everywhere. I've seen those soldiers fight. They tear me apart. I need to.
The new campaign was okay. I still prefer the base game storyline. Like, I think the Brimstone in particular, I think Brimstone is still my favorite just because it's the Roman ruins in the desert and it just felt very, like, historical. I still think Brimstone, that whole region is my favorite. Is that the Rise of the Angry Earth? I don't remember the name of that expansion, but that area is my favorite in the game. But the Isabella storyline with the launch game is pretty awesome as well. The new region was alright. The voice acting was absolute dog shit.
I'm just gonna stay here a minute. I think I spoiled my armor.
Correct, Lou. It's never just luck. Joe says if I like it, I can add the DLC. Actually, no, Joe. If you're going to be playing this on the PlayStation, everything is included. And also, if you're on the PC now, everything is included. So you don't have to worry about the DLC. New World Aeternum comes with everything included, Joe. It's everything included now. They have merged everything, so you don't have to worry about DLCs as a separate thing. And I think it was like 2 weeks ago they actually made that the same for PC players as well. Like, they got rid of the old, you need to purchase the DLC. It's just all included now. And the new DLC that went live... Hang on, what am I looking for? Defeat Lost Villagers. The new DLC that went live last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever, it never had a purchase price. It was just included in the game. I should write a book. I have written books. I have written many books. I've also consulted on a bunch of companies. I have created influencer campaigns for companies. My day job before this was building startups and working in marketing, and I founded 2 game studios. Like, I don't need to talk about it anymore, otherwise I'm going to start to sound like pirate software. I've already written books. I've already done all those things. I don't feel the need to do those things anymore. I've already made it. I've already done it. He is on the other side? He is up top? Oh, somebody's gonna kill him before I get to him. I think I got credit. Defeat former Iron Rose members. I guess they could just be found anywhere throughout here. Already read that page. Yes, Star Wars: The Republic still has some of the best voice acting out there. Like, but it's also BioWare. Like, BioWare has always had amazing voice acting. Like, we were playing a little bit of Veilguard yesterday, and I hadn't played in about a year. It's like, oh man, I really want to do another playthrough of this game because the voice acting is just so goddamn good. It pulls you into the story. I know, right, Hunter? It's a great reference. Like, there comes a point, there's nothing wrong with being proud of your accomplishments, but I've tried to start catching. Here's the problem. So, we have a lot of community members who have been here for a long time. And if you've been here a long time, like, I think JK and Hector, we were all joking about it earlier about the people who come and ask the same stupid questions every single day. Do you like the game? Are you having fun with the game? What's the name of this game? What's this game about? Is it worth it? Like, the long veterans, like, you've heard me say these things a million times. And at some point, it gets repetitive. It's like, and you know, we get new people in every single day, right? And a lot of these new people will say the same stupid things or will ask the same stupid questions. And it's like, I'm trying to resist the compulsion to mansplain to all the new people that come in, because it does get repetitive for the long term. And if I'm not careful, I will turn into the meme of pirate software. I used to work at Blizzard, guys. Let me rub one out talking about how I used to work at Blizzard. Like, I don't want to become that. Like, yes, I've done all these things and I have a lot of experience, but at the same time, the focus should just be on playing the games and having fun with the games. And I'm trying to get better at resisting the compulsion to respond to every idiot who asks stupid questions. Some of you just need to figure it out on your own. There's a reason you're still in your mom's basement.
You're back! I had heard that many of them became lost. I was worried about you.
Chansen says, can't believe it. I made a safe extraction solo. Nice. That game is tough solo. It really is.
I'll make myself worthy of the name. With study and dedication, one day I'll be worthy. The creed says valor is a beacon to those who've lost hope. Let your blade shine a light in the dark. They are very specific weapons. Can't be crafted by just any old smith.
Yeah, I'm gonna be super busy with Vampires and Bloodlines 2 and Outer Worlds 2 over the next couple of weeks. It's interesting you say Dragon's Dogma 2. That was a one and done for me. I have no compulsion to ever go back to that game again. I think the biggest thing with the solo extractions Transcend is like knowing that there could be another player just around the corner waiting to gank you as you're like opening the elevator. I'm not worried about the robots, like I'm worried about other players. The nice thing is I was reading the blog post from the CEO the other day. He was talking about the queue. If you're queued as a solo player, you're only going to queue into matches with other solo players. You're never going to queue into a match with squads, which is something that's Call of Duty, the DMZ definitely does. It'll spawn you into a squad-based match as a solo player. Yeah, good luck with that. You're going to get ganked every single time you try to do anything because there's these full squads of decked out players running around. Like, and that's something I really wish they did a better job of. Maybe they've changed it now, but that was one of the things that eventually drove me away from the DMZ because I was having a great time, but I got tired of like getting ganked by squads. Because it'd be like I'm queuing up as a solo player, and then all of a sudden I run around the corner and there's 3 dudes, and now they're chasing me, and you can't survive that. Like, if it's just one-on-one, you're good. I need briar patches too for the I don't know where to find those. For the if I want to make potions and stuff. Oh, I'm getting earth motes from these. That's... Oh, no, I didn't. I got earth motes from that other thing. What am I talking about? Alright. Let's... meander over here for Aeternum. I will say, guys, I've been managing to fend off the head cold for like a week now, because Christina's sister had it first, and then Christina's finally starting to feel it the last 24 hours, 48 hours, and I'm super stuffy this morning. I'm sitting here going, no!
What a relief to see you again. What did you find there? Is this, of course, this day is not like any other. The Iron Keep has fallen to darkness.
That hasn't been like that in a long time, Joe.
Clearly brought a curse on us.
Red Dead Online has been PvE primary for the last time I played, which was when I was still living in the city. That's like 4 years ago. I've got a bunch of YouTube videos. It's 100% PvE unless you flag yourself for PvP. And in Red Dead Online, and then there are all of the missions have two types of missions. One is the long but safe mission. That's a PvE mission. No one can mess with you. And then there is the short, higher reward missions, and those are the PvP missions where other players can interact with you and attack you and interrupt your mission. But otherwise, the only reason I played Red Dead Online was because you could play PvE. Like, the PvP part is completely optional, because when you're playing Red Dead Online, you flag yourself as PvE or PvP, and then you just have to choose which mission types you're doing. And as long as you stick to the long, slow missions with the lesser rewards, it's 100% PvE, and other players can't mess with you. They can try to mess with you. They can throw ropes at you. They can throw daggers at you. They can shoot you, but it doesn't do anything because you're immune from PvP. I love Red Dead Online. I had a great time with that. I put a few hundred hours into that. I maxed out Moonshiner, the Trapper, the Bounty Hunter. I think I might have done a fourth one, or maybe I was working on a fourth one when I quit.
Although Kotaran was on the rotation to escort the tribute this season, and if she was still at the garrison, well, I don't know. Now listen, I want the truth, and to prove the Iron Rose didn't fail in its duty.
Yeah, in the beginning it was, but they moved away from the open PvP because it was not working like they wanted it to. That's the only reason I went and played it, was because they stopped having it be forced
search
PvP.
Commander Meryl's office too.
Alright. I actually don't want to do that right now. I want to meander back to town and harvest. I want to get my harvesting up. Yeah, neti pots don't do shit for me. Way back in the day, doctors had me doing neti pots. They've never done anything for me. It's always very temporary. Best thing for me for many years when I was still working construction, I used Flonase, which is like a steroid inhaler. That worked wonders for me. But these days I don't really have too many issues. We have so many animals, like I'm constantly kind of stuffy because of all the cat dander and dust from the ducks and the chickens and everything else. Today though I'm particularly stuffy, probably because of the head cold coming on. Oh, I can't mind that. That's 150. Where did he go? Yeah, my wife actually played Red Dead Online for a while, because she could just run around and shoot animals and look cool on her horse. Her aim sucked, and she was never going to be able to like do missions, but she just wanted to like run around and ride her horse, and you know, she was able to do that because the game had evolved to the point where you can casually play the Red Dead Online stuff. find some more like linen, these linen plants or something. I gotta get my harvesting leveled up. It's hard to see like the berries and stuff at night. Tis the season for head colds. I know, I'm waiting for the flu shot to become available around here so that I can hopefully avoid all the plague that the kids are going to bring home. But I don't think they've started giving the flu shot yet. In my area. I don't go anywhere either, so I don't get sick unless people bring it home these days. I've just learned over the years that like one of the reasons I go to the supermarket at like 7 o'clock in the morning as soon as they open is to avoid getting sick. Not just to avoid people, that's part of the reason, but it's not just for avoiding people because I don't want to deal with people, it's avoiding people because everybody's nasty and full of germs. And so I like going at 6 o'clock in the morning because then I can avoid getting sick. But we had to do a whole bunch of stuff with this past week with our Christina's sister, and Christina's sister is sick. And then the week before that, it was our grandniece bringing something home from school. I'm just like, I'm really hoping, knock on wood, that she doesn't bring home like strep throat or something, because I haven't had that in 20, more than that, like 35 years. But they're all 3-year-old monsters, so fingers in the mouth all the time, all sorts of fun stuff. I was genuinely shocked that I didn't get the norovirus when Chris got it. But I also was like, you're sleeping with our grandniece and I'm not. Like I have my own bed in the office and damn it, I still need 30 to get those. Burn out the germs by sitting in the sun for 30 minutes? Yeah, I wish it worked like that. Ah, I still need 30. Damn it. Are there really no more plants I can harvest around here? I think I need to go pull up my old maps. Here's some right here. I just need 30 for the moment so I can harvest those other plants. And I need more hyssop for potion crafting. Hemp can now be tracked. Very nice. is this up over here? Rum and Cokes. Hot toddies, man. That was literally Chris last night was like we were watching a show and she's like, I need some rum. And I was like, what for? She's like, I got a scratchy throat. She had to flush it out. Go drink some rum. Rum or tequila. Those are the two things. Like tequila here is not just a drink, it's a medicinal substance as well. Oh my goodness, the nighttime cycles are so long. Please make me have daylight again. Oh, you know, I just realized I think I got a bag that I forgot to equip. Oh, and I got some points I need to spend. Not paying attention. Ooh. I forgot you get bags as part of like the main storyline. Right, hot toddies are great. You're still sick, but you don't care. It's the best part of the hot toddy experience, man. Little bit of whiskey, you'll feel as right as rain. Alright, I need... Where is the loom? Oh, I just unlocked all of those additional. Thank you very much. That dinged my gathering. Can I level this up at the moment? I don't actually want to make an iron fire staff at the moment. What I want to do is make some of this. Which then allows me to make this. What is my current life staff at? Or a fire staff? It's a 125. Oh, that's a major upgrade. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. 210. I don't have enough petrified wood. Craft mod, I don't have any. Do I have any Azoth? Do I want to spend any? Probably not at this level. Oh yeah, here's we're getting into like regen potions and stuff, but I need... Yeah, see, I gotta make a bunch of common alkalest, which requires hyssop. Or what else can I make it out of? It's only hyssop. Which means I gotta go find a bunch of hyssop. That's kind of a pain in the butt. Alright. All right. If I remember correctly, somewhere out over here, I think around Primrose, if I'm not mistaken, this was a huge... I'm gonna see if my memory serves me right. We're gonna head out towards Primrose. And if I can remember correctly, that whole area over there is a harvesting circuit for like hemp and other things, and I want to level up my actual harvesting, because this character is going to make potions and stuff, potions and life staves and ice gauntlets and all the things to help me as a mage, which means lots of harvesting these things. And herbs. I need lots of herbs for the potions. I need briar. I need bulrushes. But the big thing is to level this up. I've got to level up my harvesting skill. Like, all the other ones are going to be secondary. It's interesting because, like, the default for this starting character is, like, they give you, mining and jewel crafting, which I haven't even attempted yet. That piece of hemp does not want to be harvested. Which I'll probably do at some point, but yeah, that one's bugged. The big thing for me is going to be able to make lots of potions and the stabs on my weapons. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I'll be able to take all this linen. I'll be able to use that to make like gear eventually. The cool thing with this character, since I'm not really worried about like pursuing the storyline that much because I've already done the storyline, I'm mostly interested in just like plonking around and doing crafting and harvesting. And this character is going to just remain sort of low level so that I can do newbie guides and stuff. Is like I can actually take the time to max out my harvesting and my crafting and keep it like on par or higher level than the adventuring side. Do, 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 do. Yes, just keep going west. I could swear it was Primrose. If my memory is off, we'll know here in a little bit once I get over there. Ooh, cabbages. Okay, cranberries. Animation bug. Yay, I can do life blooms now. Ooh, is that fire bloom? Earth spine. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, we're getting into the region. It's that area across the way. I'm pretty sure that area has a whole bunch of hemp to circle. It's been a while since I've done this circuit though. And I need to find briars. Oh. Scenic painting. Oh, are these briar patches? Yes, I need these. Briar stuff. Yes, right here. I definitely need. Ooh, what are you? Nothing. Oh, there's another briar. Alright, so this bridge has briar around it, which is good to know, because I'm going to need that. There's a bunch of other... Yep, there's the hemp. My mind was not completely failing me. Yes, this is exactly the area that I remembered properly. Sweet! So this is how... Yeah, and then there's the big buffalo guys who give me lots of hides. I do remember this. Thankfully, my mind is not completely gone. Partially, not completely. Now, if I remember correctly, I could just make a big circuit of this island, and we find everything we need. And I can get bulrushes and... Yep. Hemp, bulrushes, briars, all the things I'm going to need for potion making. And crafting cloth light gear. Perfect. It's too bad you don't get harvesting XP for the briar. I don't remember there being a fast travel out here, though, is the thing. Yeah, not close. I think it's just the one that's south of here. Oh, hyssop. I need that for potions as well. Okay. I think the hyssop's only underneath trees, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I can do the big buffalo yet, though. I think they're like higher. I know they run. Yeah, and they're like level 16. Look at all the briar over here. Harvesting 45. Booyah. Magical plants can now be tracked. Definitely other people here as well. So this is the hot spot that I remembered, and there are still people harvesting. Yeah, the violin vibe. I think a lot of games do that these days. here, hyssop, hyssop, hyssop. Gonna have to find a good place for hyssop. I may have to go look that one up and see. Oh, that's wild thorn thingy, I think. Yeah, wild fiber. Man, that hyssop is like... I remember that being more common over here. I could be misremembering where you find all that, because I need a whole bunch of it for the potion crafting. We're almost to 50. Man, speaking of The Witcher, though, I can't wait for the next Witcher game. I'm going to have so much fun. The tech demo they've showed off looks absolutely just divine. It's going to be good. And also that vampire game that the other studio is making looks like it's going to be a lot of fun too. Daywalker or whatever it's called. Just, we're living in a great time to be a gamer. Oh, Exodus finally got it's wishlistable now, by the way, which means it's definitely going to be a next year release. Don't know what time next year. I would estimate late. I would not anticipate early. I would anticipate late 2026, but just as good as this year was for gaming, next year's gonna be even better. We got a lot, like the Expanse game is coming late next year. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming next year. Fable's coming next year. Exodus is coming next year. Those are just the ones I'm thinking of off the top of my head. There's a list of stuff I could go look at. Wonder if I can even, yeah, I've played Grand Theft Auto 5. I enjoyed most of it, not the driving parts. The driving parts sucked. I prefer Red Dead Redemption 2 over Grand Theft Auto 5, though. Can I even harvest that critter is going to be the next question. Yep. Oh, I don't have to hop on a hype train. I know what I like, and I know what games I'm going to enjoy, so I could look ahead to the games that are coming out, and I know for a fact that I'm going to enjoy those games without needing to have any hype around them whatsoever. Like, I am extremely easy to please. Game looks fun. It's in the genre that I love. I'm gonna go have fun. Oh, where are we? 51 harvesting. Booyah. I still need more hyssop. Hyssop. Hyssopit. I'll probably be even more selective next year because I'm theoretically like this year was the year that I tried to play everything and I felt extremely stretched in September. A little less stretched in October, but definitely September I felt stretched. But also this year I did some pretty decent sponsorships. I got some pretty decent paychecks. I worked with more AAA companies this year than ever before. I have additional, like I'm already in emails for several other projects. I've established a good reputation with a handful of companies, which means next year projects are even more potentially lucrative. And I'm slowly getting to the point where I can probably start to be a little more selective about what I play because I'm making enough money that I can afford to be a little more selective. It's no different than being an actor. Your first few years as an actor, you're going to do commercials, you're going to do theaters, you're going to do little independent films, you're going to do school plays, and then you get established as an actor and you can be a little bit more selective about your scripts. You can start to demand certain things in your writers, upfront pay, all these different things, kill fees. Pretty sure they've already stated you can play as a Belter in the Expanse game. I'm pretty sure it's one of like 4 or 5 factions that you're going to be able to start your character as. Pretty sure they said that from the beginning. I would need to go reconfirm. So I need to remember that tree right there in the middle of this had he's gonna make it out. He didn't get the burn on him. Boo. I feel like I might have enough to go back and do some crafting. Never even heard of Kenshi. after buffalo, bison. Let's grab some more water. Back to town. Uh, yeah, because Larian's got 2 projects that they're working on right now. Supposedly on October 23rd is like Galaxy Con or something like that. I forget what it's called. And supposedly on the 23rd, we're supposed to get a major announcement from Tactical Adventures on Solasta 2. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the early access announcement. I'm in. As soon as they announce early access, I will buy whatever is their big super whammy. I loved Solasta 1 so much, I will give them all the money. I will happily buy whatever is their big, huge super whammy collector's edition early access pack. Happily do so for Solasta 2. Big fan of those guys. And that the demo for Solasta 2 was phenomenal. I don't really have anything here to do. Kenshi is a brutal RTS RPG. That's probably why I've never played it. No, I don't care about outfitting. Loom, here we go. Alright, this is where I'm pretty sure I can make... Yeah, I can also make bags. Oh yeah, I can make a major upgrade to all my things here. Perfect. We'll do that in a minute. Well, no, let's just do that now. Let's start off here. Do I have all the things I need to make? What's the difference between the pants and the leggings? Same stats, right? Just a different look. Alright, let's start with this. Linen shoes. gloves. Linen hat. Linen pants. That should be everything. Let's try to make a green pair of boots. Equip. Ruh-roh. There we go. There was a lag for a minute. I was like, why is it not letting me out? Okay. Oh, there's lag going on or something because it's not wanting to let me back out of the out of this. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, let's go to the potion crafting station. Too many games? Yes, too many games for sure. Alright, this is where I should be able to make... It's only for 15 seconds though. Aha. What's up? Sí. Pollo asado. Bueno, depende qué quieres usted. Huevo, porque ya comí mucho pollo ayer. Huevos. Sí. No, no, huevo. Sándwich de huevos. Porque yo como mucho... Sí. What time is it? Avísenme. No trae aquí. Ah, entonces, ok, gracias. Voy. Voy en un segundo. Gracias. I actually added it to the library a few days ago, Joe. I've not played it yet, but I added it because it's on the PS Plus for the month. So that might be something I play around December if I get some spare time. Oh, we can do wisps. These are... What are these? It's alchemy. Alright, I mean, that gave me a chunk of stuff, and I got to level 38 in Arcana. You know, I figured out what it is. It's the for some odd reason, the circle button is bugged out, and it's not backing me out of any of the menus. It's probably just a thing where I need to relog. Oh, I unlocked a whole bunch of new stuff that I can make. Shaman's Initiate Staff. That's for healing, though. Sparklight, that's a fire staff. There we go. Ooh, it looks badass. I need iron and silver and a whole bunch of other stuff. Alright guys, my breakfast has been announced. We're going to take a quick 5-minute AFK. Type this into all the chats. I need to get up off my ass for a few minutes anyway, so let me Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, everybody. I'm going to go eat my breakfast and stretch out, do all the things I need to do, and then we'll be back to continue onwards. All right. Egg salad sandwich for breakfast. Delicious. I feel content. We are 50 followers shy of our 1-year goal on Twitch. That's pretty freaking awesome. End of the year for the win. Oh, I am gonna have to relog though to clear that that bug because it's not letting me back out. Oh, Arc Raiders is calling. Not gonna do it. Not gonna. That'll maybe be the afternoon stream. Let my eyes rest this morning. Was just leaving says cozy watch New World indeed. Mike Kelly says love a good egg salad sandwich from after breakfast. Oh, I love them for breakfast. Good old just toasted bread. Chris had hers toasted. I had mine untoasted this morning. I love egg salad sandwich with coffee. Just oh man, big fan. I also will I love hard-boiled eggs, period. So I will happily munch on hard-boiled eggs and black coffee. I might change my mind entirely and start Watchtower today with Starfield. I don't know. I'd rather not, though. I would rather wait on that until I'm done with Outer Worlds 2 and try not to start anything new because I got Vampire Game and Outer Worlds 2 next week. That's 2 new games stacked on top of each other. I can't be doing anything else. I need to just wait. Deviled eggs? Are we getting in trouble, Mike? I like deviled eggs, man. I could eat 6 or 8 of those, no problem. Alright, can I use the button now? Yep, button's working now, so that was just a quick bug. All the games, right? Alright, I made myself gear. I need to get logging to 50, tracking and skinning to 50. So let's go work on that. Logging and skinning. Let's work on logging first, and just because if I see critters, because I know for skinning I can go out there and get more of those bison. I'm hearing some piggies around here somewhere. Maybe it's just me. Give me more food. Meteor shower now also applies disease. That's badass. Yes, the bow in this game is an extremely powerful tool. $43. We're getting there. Come here, critter. Man, somebody's leaving free bodies behind. I am not ashamed to go grab them if they're not going to loot them. That's the thing. If you treat every game like a single-player RPG, I think you'll find have way more fun. It's also very interesting because every single time I play any sort of online live service game, the most popular guides and videos that I do for every single game are all based around solo experience. The solo experience. Every single video I make, anything that's based around the solo experience, best way to solo, best class for solo, solo gameplay strategies, solo tips and tricks, solo this, solo that. Those videos do the most for every single live service game I play. Why? Because nobody really gives a shit about group-based gameplay, and they haven't since EverQuest, when they were forced to do it. That's why all the big live service games moved away from forced group content and started allowing people to have a single-player RPG experience in an online space with optional multiplayer content as the end game, because 99.9% of players do not want to do group content. They want to jump on, have a casual 15 to 30 minute experience. They don't want to have to look for group. They don't have to deal with other people. They don't want to have to deal with egos and schedules. They just want to jump on and play the fucking game. So any game that can offer a single player experience is going to succeed at a greater rate in terms of the live service experience. Facts! But the games were better when you had to do forced grouping and forced social interaction. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Look at where the forced group MMO games are. They're all straggling along with like a couple hundred nightly players at most. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Like, I've already got the next, like, 30, I think it's around 30 videos already planned for my Fallout 76 series. And I've got about another half a dozen videos that I'm going to crank out for New World over the next month. They're all about solo gameplay. And new player guides. This is the one. $50 logging. All right, now I just need 50 skinning. That's right, JK. I just want to hop on for my casual 15-hour session. I should go up through here. Maybe there's some, like, wolf dens and stuff. Whoop, whoop. You know, I have, but it's not part of the official series. I know I talked about it. That's a good question, Lou. I know that I have talked about it before, but I don't have a video in the How to Make a Living series on it, so that's a good entry. That was exactly my thought process this morning. Transcend was, I had a lot of fun yesterday, but I'm not in the mood for anything fast-paced this morning. I woke up just wanting something really chill and relaxed. And the one thing that New World does better than just about every game is it offers a super chillaxed, casual crafting harvesting experience. And so I'm just content to sit here and grind out all of my crafting skills to level 50 today. I gotta write that down though, because that's a good video to put into the series, Lou. That is in the notes. EverQuest 2 had a pretty chillaxed harvesting environment as well. I haven't played in a long time. Oh, come on now, I canceled out at the last second. Oh, there is a wolf den up in here. Let's go find it. At least it looks like there's a cave right here. Barbarian for what? Nice, Frams. New PCs are always fun. It's always fun to get new gear. Goodness gracious, I need to upgrade my harvesting tools. Oh, Barbarian's been out for a long time in EverQuest 2. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I'm thinking Berserker. Man, I can't see shit in this cave. That's pretty ridiculous, Transcend, yeah. It's nothing like Fortnite. Other than they are both like extraction at their core. But yeah, Arc Raiders has nothing to do with Fortnite. That's some funny shit, though. Right, Fortnite is Battle Royale, but it also has like the building structures and a bunch of other stuff like... Somebody took all my wolves, man. Put a Fortnite player into Arc Raiders, let's quit and go back to Fortnite? Probably, yeah, rated. I saw somebody say that, I think it was Games Radar did a review about Arc Raiders last night and called it the most extraction-y extraction game of all time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if you enjoy that type of thing, but Level 40. Alright, we got 10 more points to get to level 50 with our skinning. It's definitely an acquired taste, rated. Like, I am not an extraction shooter. I'm not that target audience. I don't like those games, generally speaking. What I was intrigued by is the fact that it actually seems to have some sort of a sci-fi storyline behind it. But I can't justify at the moment. I cannot justify the purchase of Arc Raiders knowing that I won't play the game solo. Like, I have no desire to play it solo. And my schedule is so busy that I don't have time to play it multiplayer in the way that it deserves to be played. So there's no reason for me to purchase it for launch because I just don't have the time. Now, will I have time later on in October or November? Sure, possibly. However, is the audience still going to be there to watch it? Are people going to still be wanting to play it? Are they going to have burned out? I don't know. Oh, it's not the costs. Because it's all a tax deduction for me, right? But it's like, why spend money on something I'm not going to actively play? If that's my thing. Because I have way more other games that I've already got scheduled into the mix for November that are my single-player RPGs. So we'll see. If I still feel like it's something I'm interested in and there's still people who want to play it and it's, you know, mid to late November, then I might be convinced to purchase it. But I would not want to play that game solo. No fucking way. Like, I tried playing it solo yesterday and it was not that great of an experience. The multiplayer was super fucking fun though. Oh no, I'm encumbered. Alright, let's make it to the fast travel. We gotta ditch some. There we go. I can carry a lot of trees, turtles. I can carry a lot of trees. I already carry around a lot of wood every single day, but, you know. But I need charcoal to make steel. Okay, there's level 50 on that. I'm not going to do anything over there yet. What else did I do? It was, no. Furs. The skinning thing's over here somewhere. I don't even think I need anything at the workshop. I don't need bows and stuff. Alright, let's deposit all the goodies. Alright. That's a wrap, everybody. I gotta go run errands with Chris this morning, so I'm gonna head out, do the things I need to do. Should be back this afternoon with something. I don't know what it'll be yet. Kind of it's gonna depend on how I feel after I get back and take my nap and all those things. It is Saturday. For those of you who are wanting updates on the property, you'll just have to wait. It's going to be about 3 months is what we were told yesterday. Chris went and paid all the taxes and got all the paperwork going. It's going to be roughly 3 months to get all that stuff back. As soon as we go out and do some work at the new property, we will be recording those episodes and documenting that entire process over on the Homestead channel, so make sure to follow there. And if you want more details on the property and everything else, I just did a channel video, a member video for the YouTube members yesterday or the day before. So if you are a channel member on YouTube, go check that out. And we also did a video on the recent sponsorships and stuff for channel members, and we'll be doing a new analytics and income report probably towards the end of the year, because we're getting to the point where I got to start getting all my taxes together and start compiling all the end of year income reports and all that stuff. So we'll be doing a big analytics video at the end of the year. So if you're not already a channel member on YouTube, get over there. All the secret sauce happens over there, and in between the streams, everything's on YouTube anyway. So even if you're following on TikTok, Kick, or Twitch right now, just get over to the YouTube channel. I've got some movie reviews and TV show reviews coming out today and tomorrow as well, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see everybody this afternoon with something.